Welcome to the wildest ride you'll take today. Because what if I told you there's a city, yes, a real city, where clowns don't just perform at birthday parties or hide in sewers scaring moviegoers? No. These clowns wear suits, pass laws, attend council meetings, and actually run the government. And here's the kicker, the people absolutely love it. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, oh, this must be satire or some weird internet prank, stay with me, I promise this is not a parody, and you're about to dive headfirst into one of the most bizarre, fascinating, and absolutely hilarious real-world stories you've probably never heard of. Picture this, you're walking down the main street of a small town. Instead of statues of historical leaders, there's a life-size sculpture of a grinning clown waving a rubber chicken. The mayor's portrait on the wall, a guy with rainbow suspenders, a red nose, and a face full of paint. Welcome, my friend, to Mayor McCheese's dreamland. Okay, not really Mayor McCheese, but it might as well be. This is Surrealville. Not the town's real name, of course, but we're building the suspense. The actual name will blow your socks off. But let me set the stage first. This city is not some strange amusement park or a movie set. It's a fully functioning municipality with taxes, budgets, trash pickup schedules, and even town hall meetings where everyone's dressed like circus performers. From policy decisions to public service announcements, everything is sprinkled with confetti, big shoes, and the sound of honking horns. And no, they don't just pretend to govern, they actually get things done efficiently. So how on earth did this happen? What alternate timeline did we trip into? Well, strap in, because the backstory of this clown-led utopia is even crazier than the present. It all started decades ago, when a small group of performance artists, fed up with the bureaucratic red tape of their city council, decided to do something radical. Instead of protesting in the usual way, picket signs, marches, angry letters, they did what clowns do best. They got creative, they ran for office in full costume, and here's the twist, they won. One by one, citizens began voting in these candidates. Not because they thought it was a joke, but because these clowns were actually more honest, more transparent, and somehow more competent than the previous office holders. It was performance art turned public policy. Can you imagine sitting in on a serious debate about waste management while someone in full clown gear argues passionately about recycling with pie charts? Literal pie charts that are shaped like pies? That happens here, often. But don't be fooled by the red noses and face paint. Behind the humor is sharp wit, political savvy, and a whole lot of surprisingly solid leadership. They've managed to reduce crime, increase public participation in local politics, and even boost tourism. People from all over the world travel here just to watch a budget meeting that starts with juggling and ends with standing ovations. I mean, in most towns, budget season feels like dental surgery without anesthesia. In this place, it's a full-blown Broadway show. The city has even attracted sociologists and political scientists who are trying to understand the phenomenon. How can a government that looks like a traveling circus be more effective than some of the most stoic bureaucracies in the world? What is it about the clown identity that disarms hostility, invites community engagement, and fosters trust? Some believe it's the transparency. After all, when you dress like a joke, it's hard to hide anything. Others think it's because humor breaks down walls and makes politics approachable again. But whatever the reason, it's working. Oh, and before you think it's all fun and foam noses, there are rules. Strict ones. No one gets into office just by putting on face paint. There's an official clown certification committee, and candidates must have actual training in clowning. Yes, clown school is a thing, and undergo rigorous background checks, campaign like any other politician, and swear an oath to lead with both laughter and integrity. Citizens are in on it too. Every election cycle, the city turns into a carnival. Debates are held on stilts. Campaign rallies come with magic tricks, and voter turnout is, get this, 95%. Let that sink in. The community itself thrives on this playful energy. Businesses are booming, parks are vibrant, and public murals feature balloon animals as national heroes. Even the police force isn't exempt. They're called the Giggling Guardians and wear tiny hats while keeping the peace. But make no mistake, they will ticket your illegally parked car with a sticker that says, "No laughing matter." And just when you think you've heard it all, oh no, there's more. Every year, the city hosts an international summit of clown officials. That's right, mayors, council members, and even judges. Yes, there are judges in full mime mode from across the globe come here to share how humor can be integrated into public leadership. It's kind of like the United Nations if the UN had a dunk tank. Now, I know what you're thinking. This can't possibly be real. But guess what? It is. And we're not even halfway through the madness because the name of the city itself sounds like something out of a comic book. Ready for it? It's called Asiago, nestled in the northern region of Italy. Not only known for its cheese, but now famous for its government that runs like a comedy show with a moral compass. The mayor, known affectionately as his hilariousness, leads council meetings with a kazoo and somehow still gets unanimous votes. Here, civic holidays include National Banana Peel Day, where people prank each other in public, and it's not only tolerated but encouraged. Legislative sessions are aired on public access television with live commentary from two clowns named Flip and Flop who summarize bills by acting them out. There was even an ordinance passed requiring all new city buildings to have a funny name, which is how they ended up with a fire station called Blaze Busters HQ and a library called the Book Circus. Stay tuned. Things are about to get even weirder, even funnier, and yes, somehow even more inspiring. Now, before you go booking a ticket to Clowntown, let me paint you a picture of the daily happenings in this gloriously goofy government. Picture this. Instead of city council meetings with boring graphs and monotone reports, you've got juggling mayors, fire-breathing treasurers, and mime security guards keeping things silent but serious. The mayor arrives in a mini clown car, honking his nose for attention. And yes, it's an actual nose horn, not a metaphor. You might be wondering, how on earth does anything get done? Well, somehow amidst the red noses and rubber chickens, policies are passed, budgets are balanced, kind of, and public services are actually better than in some regular cities. There's something about leading with laughter that makes people feel, well, human. Citizens are more involved, more optimistic, and get this, there's almost zero political scandal. Because honestly, how do you scandalize something that's already a circus? Of course things aren't always squeaky shoes and rainbow wigs. There was that one time the City's Clown Council debated for 7 hours whether to install banana peel warning signs around City Hall after the health commissioner slipped during a pie eating contest. Democracy in action, folks. But don't let the silliness fool you. This city isn't just one big joke. Their approach has been studied by sociologists and political scientists who are baffled by how a government that looks like Saturday morning cartoons can outperform some of the most serious cities in citizen happiness and participation. Their secret: they've mastered the art of not taking themselves too seriously while still taking their responsibilities very seriously. And you'd be amazed at how it all trickles down. Schools incorporate clown theory into their curriculum, teaching kids the value of expression, humor, and creative problem solving. Every child knows how to twist a balloon animal and write a compelling speech. You laugh! But that combo is basically modern day leadership training. Even their law enforcement has flair. The police force, called the Jolly Patrol. No guns, just oversized nets, water balloons, and a strong sense of comedic timing. When someone breaks the law, they're given the option to either pay a fine or perform a 60-second stand-up routine for the entire community. Let's just say crime is low, but the local talent pool is overflowing. Tourists from around the world flock here, not just to laugh but to learn. They leave behind their cynicism and discover that governance doesn't have to be grim and gray. This city has proven that maybe, just maybe, running things with a little more joy and a lot more color can actually make the world better. And don't even get me started on their national holiday. April Fool's Day is like Christmas, the 4th of July, and Beyonce's birthday all rolled into one. There's a parade where everyone dresses like their favorite joke. Confetti cannons go off every 30 seconds, and the city's anthem, played entirely on whoopee cushions, echoes through the streets. Now here's the twist. This city isn't just a temporary novelty. It's been around like this for years. Its officials are elected fair and square. Its policies are reviewed like any functioning democracy. And its economy is thriving thanks to tourism, merch, and a global market for clown-based consultancy. That's right. Other governments, real governments, hire their officials to teach workshops on public engagement. Imagine a diplomat in a red wig teaching conflict resolution with cream pies. It's weirdly effective, But what really makes this city tick is its heart. These are people who believe deeply that joy is not a distraction from progress. It's the fuel. They believe that when people are laughing together, they're more willing to listen, to compromise, and to build something that actually works. And you know what? They're right. So if you're tired of the usual gloom and doom politics, if you're exhausted by serious faces making seriously bad decisions, maybe it's time you took a page from this city's playbook. Paint your face, pull on some suspenders, and remember that leading with laughter isn't just fun. It might just save us all from ourselves. And hey, if you enjoy this journey into one of the world's most bizarrely functional places, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you never miss another wild tradition or hilarious discovery from around the globe. Trust me, this is just the beginning. We got more ridiculous, outrageous, and unbelievable stories to tell, and you won't want to miss a single one.